Right now what I want to do is walk through a Facebook campaign with you, kind of from beginning to end, going from the ad to the landing page to the sandwich page, and everything in between, and kind of show you the good, the bad, and the ugly of this particular campaign. So first, let's look at the ad. Okay, so here's an ad that showed up, and it wasn't particularly well targeted. While I am conscientious in terms of I don't just run my car for the sake of burning fossil fuels. There were no keywords in my, there were no real keywords or groups that I'm associated with that would lead this advertiser to believe that I'm interested in going green and creating my own solar panels and stuff like that. So from a targeting perspective, I'd probably give them about a C minus. Now, I do live in Austin, Texas, which is a fairly progressive town, so maybe that's what they targeted me based on. I probably age-wise fall in that particular demographic, but really they probably could have done a better job targeting. Now, let's talk about the ad itself. So the headline, not bad. Go green, solar energy. It doesn't really grab you. I would probably put something on there like, want to go green, question mark, or, create, build solar panels, question mark. I'd probably do something like that. The picture. Okay, the picture is about as dull as dirt. And again, if this is your ad and your product, I apologize if I'm bashing it, but I'm sorry. It really is dull as dirt. And it doesn't grab my eye because at first glance, I don't know what the heck this is. I mean, now if I read this, solar energy, I can make the connection that, oh, these are solar panels, but that's not the order that things happen. It needs to be the image that grabs their attention first, and then that's what encourages the person to read. If you rely on them to read the title to understand what the heck the image is all about, you've already lost, because that means that the image isn't going to be able to do its job. The image should stand alone. Now, they might have put a picture of a house that was just completely covered in solar panels. Now, that's something that's unique. That's something that is evocative, but that's something that if I'm interested in starting my own solar panels, that's going to catch my eye. Even if I were interested in starting my own solar panels, I don't know if this picture would have caught my eye. And all these little things down here, I don't even know what the heck those are. I mean, this is kind of a colossal waste of space because these don't do anything to get attention or further anything because I don't know what it is. I guess these are just kind of some cords and cables. But kind of a lazy, poor choice of an image. Now, the copy down here, how-to tips, advice, product reviews, and recommendations, is not bad. The promise is probably a little too broad. It's a little too generic. I really like the one big tip, the one big idea promise. But it's all in all, it's not just terrible. Absolutely could be. So that's the ad. Let's look at the sandwich page. So when you click on this ad, it takes you over to this page here. Now, in this case, they're using a blog as a sandwich page. Now, I prefer with my sandwich pages to have the content pared down. But remember, their promise, how-to, tips, advice, product reviews, and recommendations. That's a broad promise, so they've got a very broad sandwich page. But still, it's not bad. There's a lot of individual articles here, but these articles, so what are you waiting for this time? Click here. This is a link that goes over to the sales page, and every single article has a link that also goes over to the sales page that I'm about to show you, and there's even an ad that goes over to the link that I'm about to show you now. I absolutely believe that this right here, these ads over here, these AdSense ads, are stupid. I mean, again, if this is your site, and if this is your site and you come back and you say, hey, Ryan, I tested it and I made more money by having these AdSense ads here, I'll eat crow. But I doubt very seriously that having these AdSense ads here will make you more money. AdSense ad payouts are pathetic these days. All they are links that lead somewhere else. And frankly, these links are a lot more noticeable because they're blue and underlined. These dark green underlined links are practically invisible. So if I'm going to click on any link, it's probably going to be one of these over here, which these links probably pay a few pennies, whereas this one, if somebody clicks on this link and then goes on over to the next page and buys, there's a really nice commission. But all in all, they have a buffer, and that's the big point that I want to get across to you. They don't just go from this ad to this sales page, which what is this? This is a long form, hypey sales page. And if they went straight from this ad to this sales page, people would be coming back here. They'd be clicking on the X. They'd be saying that it's, hypey or other whatever. They wouldn't like it. So they're smart enough to have a buffer in here. Again, I question a little bit the effectiveness of the buffer. I way prefer short form sandwich pages than a long blog with a bunch of different content. I definitely am not a fan of the extra ads and the links going out, but at least they got a buffer. And then step 3 is the sales letter itself. Now this person, you'll probably be interested to know, is selling a ClickBank product as an affiliate. Now it could just as easily be their own product, but I think it's pretty interesting that this really is a great untapped opportunity for affiliate marketers. Google doesn't like direct linking right now. They don't really like affiliate marketers to be advertising products in the Google AdWords system. But Facebook, it's wide open. Wide open. And as long as you have those buffer pages in there, whether it's a sandwich page or an info page, or you might even want to test a squeeze page if you get a little brave, as long as you got that buffer in there, you can control the traffic and make it work with Facebook. So that is a basic kind of overview of an anatomy of a campaign. I hope you got something out of that and learned something from it. Now what I want to do is switch over to probably my favorite part of the training and of any training that we do. We always like to include a couple little sneaky tricks that are going to give you an edge, some things that you probably wouldn't have thought of on your own. So that's what the next video is all about. So go over there and check out my sneaky tricks.